Musk confirmed that the recently witnessed Tesla Cybertruck wiper could not be put into production. On the other hand, Tesla stopped accepting new Model S and X orders outside of North America. Tesla Model Y absolutely dominates China's high-end SUV field, and China Model 3 was discovered in Northern California. New York City is buying 300 Teslas for its fleet. The deal will also create 275 fast chargers, 11 solar charging carports, among others. U.S. President Biden's union-friendly $4,500 tax credit for electric vehicles is facing a huge challenge, and Musk said he is considering resigning. Welcome to Technopole. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell icon to get updated with Tesla, Elon Musk, and everything about the EV industry. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has confirmed that the rather controversial wiper blades spotted in the Cybertruck's new Alpha prototype would not make it to the all-electric pickup truck's production version. Tesla enthusiasts may welcome Musk's update because, to say the least, the wipers of the recent prototypes are a bit bulky. A recent drone video of the Fremont factory on the Chilean Al 100 channel from YouTube includes a few minutes of footage of the new Cybertruck prototype. It can be seen from the large number of truck videos captured that Tesla is trying to update the vehicle design. These include a huge curved windshield, some removable side mirrors, and a very large single wiper blade. Elon Musk admitted that Cybertruck's wiper is actually the thing that annoys him the most. Musk pointed out that an expandable wiper that folds up the suitcase would be better, but such a solution would be complicated. Interestingly, Tesla actually owns a patent for this wiper system, which the company calls the electromagnetic windshield wiper system. The design requires a linear actuator that may include a guide rail and an electromagnetic moving block. As Tesla CEO said, the system is modular, easy to install, and can be hidden in a suitcase. However, creating such a system is indeed challenging. In the end, as the video of the new Cybertruck Alpha prototype was released on Twitter, Musk's message was clear. The huge wipers found in the new Alpha prototype will not appear in the production version of Cybertruck. Even if traditional wipers can work on all-electric pickup trucks, this is the case. As for what Cybertruck's production wiper is, this is problematic, at least for now. Musk joked about lasers at his recent Twitter session, and strangely, Tesla also has a patent for laser windshield wipers. Although the Cybertruck initially seems to be designed for simplicity, Elon Musk's recent statement on an all-electric pickup truck indicates that the vehicle will be a showcase of Tesla's technology. At the Wall Street Journal's CEO Council Summit, Musk pointed out that Cybertruck will be unbelievable, and it may very well be Tesla's best product ever. The Cybertruck is going to be an incredible product. I think it may be our best product ever. I think it probably will be. It has a lot of new technology, so it's hard to make. I bet it will be awesome. It will be something really special, like one of those rare products that happens once in a while that's really special, Musk said. Tesla has stopped accepting orders for the updated Model S and Model X for markets outside of North America. The company sent emails to people who ordered Model S and Model X cars in Europe, stating that it would not accept any new orders from outside North America. Time to expedite the delivery of existing orders. In order to expedite the delivery of existing orders, including your Model X order, as much as possible, we are currently no longer accepting new orders for the Model S and Model X from markets outside North America. This may be Tesla's attempt to cope with the large backlog of orders in Europe and other markets, which have not shipped new Model X and Model S for nearly a year. In January 2021, Tesla stopped production of its flagship electric car for an update. Since then, the company has continued to accept new orders, but production has been delayed. The updated Model S only started rolling off the assembly line in Fremont in June, while the new Model X began production in October. Tesla is currently prioritizing orders from North America, but is still catching up with the backlog of orders in its home region. At the same time, orders from Europe and Asia continue to flow in. Obviously, this is no longer the case. According to this email, the email also stated that the first delivery of Model S and Model X to Europe will take place in the second half of 2022, half a year and a half since the last delivery. Tesla Model Y definitely dominates China's high-end SUV market, with 23,117 sales of all-electric crossovers in November. This makes Model Y sales surpass some of the most popular luxury SUV that have long been selling in China, such as the Audi Q5 and BMW X3. There is a big gap between Model Y and its competitors in China's high-end SUV market. The second-ranked Lixiang ONE sold only 13,485 units last month, accounting for only about 58% of Tesla's crossover sales. Mercedes-Benz GLC ranked third, with 12,269 sales in November. Sales of other German SUV declined further, such as the Audi Q5 with 11,411 sales last month and the BMW X3 with 10,436 sales. With the feat of November, the Tesla Model Y has been at the top of the country's high-end SUV rankings for 2 consecutive months. Model Y's local car sales also increased by 74% month-on-month, although this is likely because Tesla exported a large number of cars produced in Giga Shanghai to foreign countries in October. If you want to look at the performance of the car in the general SUV market in the country, the strength of Model Y is particularly obvious. Participants in this market are obviously more affordable than Tesla crossovers. In November, Tesla Model Y became the third most sold SUV in China with a domestic sales of 23,117 units, making the car beat the Toyota RAV4 with a sales volume of 19,539 units. Although Model Y's dominance in China's luxury SUV segment and its performance in China's general SUV market may surprise some people, Tesla CEO Elon Musk has emphasized the vehicle's potential. In the first quarter of the 2021 earnings conference call, Musk said that considering the success of Model 3, Model Y may become the world's best-selling car or truck, whether it is an electric car or other models. The BMW 3 Series was for the longest time the best-selling premium sedan, and it has been exceeded by the Tesla Model 3. And this is only 3.5 years into production and was just 2 factories. For Model 3 to be outselling its combustion engine competitors, I think, is quite remarkable. When it comes to Model Y, we think Model Y will be the best-selling car or vehicle of any kind in the world and probably next year. So I'm not 100% certain next year, but I think it's quite likely. I'd say more likely than not that in 2022, Model Y would be the best-selling car or truck of any kind in the world, Musk said. Earlier, a Tesla Model 3 produced at the Chinese automaker's Shanghai Gigafactory plant was discovered in San Francisco, California, which aroused the curiosity of the automaker's fans. The question of why Tesla wants to ship the Model 3 from China to the United States comes to mind. This may be related to several initiatives taken by Tesla to introduce the features of Model 3 and Model Y made in China to the same model for the United States market production. The photo of Model 3 was sent by a Teslarati reader who was traveling in San Francisco with Model Y at the time. He is not sure whether this is the official MIC Model 3 because the copy badge can be purchased through a third-party manufacturer. However, the Model 3 in the photos sent by readers reveals some of the features of the MIC Model 3 that are different from the American version, confirming that it is indeed a Shanghai-made car. Initially, the manufacturer's license plate will indicate that Tesla will ship the vehicle from China to the United States. However, the license plate area at the rear of the vehicle shows a slender placeholder, which is different from the design of the American version of the car. Tesla has several reasons to bring the Chinese-made Model 3 to the United States for testing or regulation. First, Tesla announced in October that it would introduce the LFP battery pack used in Model 3 cars made in China to the U.S. market. Tesla plans to use these battery packs on a global scale because they have entered the Asian and European markets through the export strategy of the Shanghai Gigafactory. Tesla started offering customers in North America the opportunity to accept delivery of a Model 3 with the LFP pack in August. CEO Elon Musk explained the reasoning during the Q3 earnings call. I think probably there is a long-term shift more in the direction of iron-based lithium-ion cells rather than nickel. I think probably we'll see a shift. My guess is probably to 2/3 iron, 1/3 nickel, or something on that order. And this is actually good because there's plenty of iron in the world. There's an insane amount of iron, but nickel, there's much less nickel, and there's way less cobalt. Tesla has also started to install AMD Ryzen processors for infotainment systems in the Chinese Model Y. Tesla has installed the same graphics system in Model S Plaid and may hope to introduce an improved infotainment experience to its mass-market vehicles in the United States. According to reports, if the proposed contract is approved, New York City is seeking to add hundreds of Teslas to its fleet. The contract value is $12.4 million, and the main part is the purchase of 300 Model 3 electric cars for use in the city, as well as some additional infrastructure to facilitate their use, mostly charging stations of various kinds. The source also lists all the parts of the contract, not just the 300 Model 3s. These were 275 fast charging points, 20 portable chargers, 11 solar charging carports, 3 electric buses, 78 electric ambulances, neither supplied by Tesla, as well as the conversion of 125 existing city buses from diesel to fully electric. It is worth noting that New York City has more than 30,000 owned or leased vehicles and currently has 400 electric vehicle charging points to meet the demand for electric vehicles already in its fleet. It currently operates 2,260 EV, 250 of which are Nissan Leafs, and more than 300 are Chevrolet Bolts. It hopes to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 50% by 2025. Adding more electric cars to its fleet is one of the ways it wants to achieve the goal. The Biden administration proposed to provide an electric vehicle tax credit subsidy of $4,500 for an electric vehicle produced by a union factory in the United States, but it faces a huge challenge. The union-friendly proposal is ready to be reviewed by the office of Senator Elizabeth McDonough, who will determine whether the incentive is consistent with U.S. budget rules. A tax credit of $4,500 will be given to vehicles produced by union labor in the United States, which will greatly benefit the Detroit Big Three. Because of its blatantly pro-union nature, this incentive has attracted a lot of criticism, especially for automakers that operate in the United States without union labor. These include Japanese car manufacturer Toyota and American electric car manufacturer Tesla. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin, who owns a Toyota plant in West Virginia, expressed his disapproval of an increase of $4,500 in tax credits for union-built electric vehicles. In an interview with Automotive News last month, Manchin pointed out that the U.S. government should not use taxes to select winners and losers, and the products produced by companies should be able to speak for themselves. This is wrong. This can't happen. It's not who we are as a country. It's not how we built this country, and the product should speak for itself. We shouldn't use everyone's tax dollars to pick winners and losers. If you're a capitalist economy that we are in society, then you let the product speak for itself, and hopefully, we'll get that. That'll be corrected, Manchin said. If the Senate office concludes that the union-friendly $4,500 electric vehicle tax credit is not in line with budget rules, then Democrats may end up returning to the drawing board, or worse, remove the measure completely, according to a Bloomberg report. Maryland Democratic Senator Ben Cardin, for his part, has noted that changes to the Biden administration's proposed EV tax credit are already being discussed due to opposition from political figures such as Manchin. There have been some suggestions to alternatives by those that opposed it initially, and they are being looked at. It's an evolving discussion, Cardin said. The Biden administration's proposal will result in the extension of the current $7,500 tax credit for electric vehicles. There will be an additional $500 for cars made with batteries in the United States. If electric cars are produced in a joint factory, plus an additional $4,500 in credit, could result in electric and electrified vehicle prices being lowered by as much as $12,500. Biden also promoted the establishment of an electric vehicle charging network in the United States. However, Tesla CEO Elon Musk pointed out in an interview at the Wall Street Journal's CEO Council Summit that it would be better if the Biden administration's proposal was not passed. Musk even pointed out that he believes that the government's support for the expansion of electric car chargers is unnecessary. I mean, do we need support for gas stations? So there's no need for this support for a charging network. I'd delete it. I'm literally saying get rid of all subsidies. And also for oil and gas. Maybe Tesla's competitors need it. I don't know, but I think just generally, I'm in favor of deleting subsidies. When we started Tesla, there were no EV subsidies at all, and gasoline was super cheap. We did not anticipate any subsidies. That came later. The $7,500 tax credit came as a result not because of Tesla's activity, but because of General Motors' lobbying. So I would just say delete them all, Musk said. Moving on to the last update, Elon Musk is thinking of leaving his jobs and becoming an influencer, the world's richest man tweeted on Thursday. Thinking of quitting my jobs and becoming an influencer full-time, Musk said in the tweet without elaborating. It was not immediately clear if Musk, a prolific user of the social media platform, was being serious about quitting his roles. Musk, who is also the founder and CEO of rocket company SpaceX and leads brain chip startup Neuralink and infrastructure firm The Boring Company, said during a conference call in January that he expects to be the CEO of Tesla for several years. It would be nice to have a bit more free time on my hands as opposed to just working day and night. From when I wake up to when I go to sleep 7 days a week. Pretty intense. Last month, he asked his followers on Twitter if he should sell his 10% stake in the electric car manufacturer, and most people agreed. Since then, he has sold nearly $12 billion worth of stock. The lawyer stated that the billionaire is known for his jokes on Twitter and active interactions with fans who have caused regulatory and corporate governance issues in the past. Musk was fined $20 million by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for tweets in 2018 and was asked to resign as chairman. That's all for this video about Tesla, and thank you for watching. If you'd like to receive more updates, make sure you click the subscribe and bell icon and leave a comment because it really matters.